I'm Connor Northrup. I'm now joined by UFC lightweight Nikolas Motta. Nikolas, how you doing?
Good, I'm doing good. I'm back to United States, and I'm ready to start fight camp and ready for soon. I'm gonna be super ready for my UFC debut.
Yeah. I'm loving this background too. I mean, it's great ambiance, everything. I mean, this is awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
Is this where you've been doing most of your training? Like, is this at a gym? Is this in someone's basement?
Oh yeah, that's my friend basement. He's one of my coaches. He's a pro boxer, Danny Murai, and also we train with Coach Ron Carter. He works like he's worked with boxing for like more than 45 years, and he has a lot of experience. And that's why I had some crazy knockouts since I moved to the United States because I've been training with those guys, really good
Yeah.
boxers. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been doing most of your training here? Like, is this like the main gym right now for you?
No, I train in a lot of different gyms. When I first, I'm always training in different places because like here in New Jersey we have to drive a lot. Then we go train Western somewhere, train Jiu-Jitsu in other gym, boxing in other gym, Muay Thai in other gym. That's how we have to do.
Yeah, for sure. Now, I know the last time we talked, I think it was back in March. So it was when this whole COVID thing was kind of just starting, at least in the United States, for that matter. And I know you were kind of just training like small groups and things like that. But a lot has changed since then. I mean, you weren't a UFC fighter then. Now you are. I mean, what has this last year kind of been like for you?
The 2020 was, yeah, it was like that. Was the world was going crazy, but I always keep grinding. I never stop training. Always in small groups, but I never stopped training. And always deep inside, I was still believing that the opportunity would come, and came in November of the last year, and now I'm in UFC.
Yeah. Was there any surprise like when Joe Lowry's name came up? Because I followed the regional scene pretty closely, and you know, you two guys were always like top guys, kind of in that New Jersey, Pennsylvania, New York area. And then to see you guys fight each other on Contender Series, it was like it made me think like, how come these guys never fought before? Like it just seemed kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm already expect that we are supposed to fight because he was the CFFC champion. Actually, they asked me for that fight like 3 years ago, but I was only on the tourist visa, so I couldn't
Oh, okay.
get the fight. Then actually, I think, yeah, I think on the interview for Dana White Contender Series, they even asked me, "Oh, Joe say you guys were supposed to fight before." And I'm like, but bro, I couldn't fight. I was on a tourist visa.
Yeah. Yeah.
then then we didn't fight because he 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 couldn't fight for like was more than a year. I don't know because he got in a car accident.
Yeah.
And I saw right when he came back. I watched the fight because I knew I should watch because we could we could end up fighting. Then after he did like an interview, he said, "Oh, I'm waiting for everybody, blah blah blah. Everybody knows who the real champion is." He said that, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Okay, let's go."
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, it's just funny that you guys like met on like that stage after, like you said, kind of crossing paths for so long. But you were kind of joking before we started recording. You were doing a little flex for us, but you do look like you're a little bigger. I mean, is that something you've been working on more recently? Like, are you trying to put on some muscle?
No, that's just the way I am.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's better for me to stay light because I want to be fast and I'm more on striker. I'm all rounded. I have a good jiu-jitsu. I already proved that when I beat Joseph Solecki. Everybody know I have a good wrestling too, a good jiu-jitsu. But everybody knows it's not a secret that I try to knock people out. I'm a good striker and I don't like to do boring fights. I'm always going to war.
Yeah. You must be like the biggest like Joe Selecki fan too, because now that you beat him, but he's done pretty well in the UFC, so that's gotta make you look even better.
Yeah, they gave me like a good motivation, and yeah, I respect him a lot. He's a very good athlete, very good BJJ black belt, and yeah, I hope we're gonna be the future of the lightweight division. We both have the same age. We both 27 years old.
Yeah, it's super
We
super
have a
nice
lot of
guy
years to
too.
fight. Huh?
Yeah, I say he's a super nice guy too.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He is. He really is.
Yeah. And now, like I said, we had talked back in March, so you weren't with the UFC yet, and I know the UFC is something you've been chasing for a while now. So that whole Dana White's Contender Series, like, what did that kind of show you? Like, was there anything, if after imagining this for so long, was there anything different that maybe you didn't expect that kind of happened like during the whole like fight week?
Can you repeat again?
Yeah, just after thinking about joining the UFC for so long, how did that first kind of fight week with Contender Series compare
Oh,
to all the thoughts and the dreams and things like that? How did it compare to the real thing?
yeah. I always liked the contender series, and it was my dream to fight on contender. I think is for me was even better than jump straight in UFC. I had this in my mind. I want to fight in contender in the front of the matchmakers and Dana White and prove that I'm ready for UFC. Better than jumping in a short notice fight, because if I did jump on a short notice fight in UFC, it would be like 6 days short notice or something like that. Was still they gave me in 20 days, but better than 6 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, as far as making that debut, ideally, when would you like to get in there?
Can you ask again?
Yeah, just ideally, when would you like to make your UFC debut? Do you have a certain month in mind, a timetable?
I've been thinking about the end of March, so I have enough time to do a full fight camp and be 100% ready.
Yeah. How do you feel like physically right now?
How I feel right now for being UFC now?
Just like physically, like as far as like your body and everything, like how do you feel?
I feel pretty well. I still, when I was in Brazil in vacation, I still train a little bit. In my fight, I just like hurt my knuckle a little bit, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. And as far as that debut too, you said you would like to make your debut in March. Do you have a preference of where? Because there's the Fight Island now. Fight Island actually has some fans, or would you prefer kind of Vegas over there?
I like Vegas. It's easier to go to Vegas. The Fight Island is a long flight, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I've been watching people on the Fight Island and looks so cool. The hotel and everything. Yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know which one I prefer.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
I would like to go to the Fight Island as a corner.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, you probably get to
Just to
like
be like,
enjoy it a little more too. Exactly. But it was kind of funny too. Like this past weekend watching the UFC too, because you almost forgot like what it was like to have fans. Because I think they only had like 2 to 3 thousand, and even like during, especially during that Holloway fight, you could really hear them all like screaming and stuff. You're like, I forgot how great it was having fans there. Like you got used to hearing the guys talk and everything like that, but it was kind of cool watching the fans again.
yeah. When you have fans on the crown, gives you more like adrenaline, and you do like more things that you don't even knew you do. Your body just do automatic, and you do like some impossible things sometimes when you have adrenaline.
Yeah. Was that pretty noticeable in your Dana White's Contender Series fight?
What you say?
Was that pretty noticeable in your Contender Series fight?
Yeah, was like I could hear everything my corners were talking. Was like a sparring. Was like not nervous. Was just like a sparring in my mind.
Yeah. And I saw on your Instagram that you were, I think, in New York City. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? What were you doing in New York?
Yeah, I was like just like I took a day off Sunday, and it's because I've been living in New Jersey for like almost three years, and I never went to New York like a tourist. I
Oh,
just
cool.
went to Renzo's to training because I'm too like only training home, training home, training home,
Yeah.
and I'm like I need to change a little bit of that. I need to have fun a little bit too sometimes and get my mind out of training and fight.
Yeah. What did you do there? You know, what was it like?
Oh, it's cool. This city's so cool. The statue of the Liberty is cool. Uh, Times Square is cool too. Yeah, it's like the heart of the United States.
Yeah, sure.
I saw the World Trade Center too. Center too. It's really cool, but at the same time, it's a little bit sad because what
Sure.
happened. But it's still like it was great to go to New York. I think it's
Yeah.
the heart of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah, it was always cool. Like even when I was living in New Jersey, I used to love, going over to the city every once in a while. Did you get any good food over there? They got some pretty good food in New
Oh
York.
yeah, they got that pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
And I went to a restaurant or like a pizzeria, like small one, but I saw on the wall all the Hollywood actors that went there, like famous rappers. So
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I feel like every pizzeria in New York, like they all have that. They all have like the
Yeah.
Hollywood guys. Like is that where they only eat? But it's kind of funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just on the fact of New York too. I mean, like we're talking about places to fight. Like, I mean, I don't know how soon this will happen with everything going on with COVID and everything, but is like interest of like Madison Square Garden. Like, I mean, that has so much history behind
Oh
it too.
my god.
That must be a place that you would love to fight in.
Oh, I can't die after that. I would die happy.
Yeah. Is there like a venue? Like, I mean, I don't know how much you actually care about this, but like, is there a venue or a place or anywhere in the world where you really want to fight that maybe you haven't yet?
Yeah, Madison Square Garden.
There you go.
But also, I want to fight in Brazil with all that crazy crowd saying, vai morrer.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Nicholas, before you let go, anything you want to add?
No, that's it. Yeah, that's all.
Short and sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. Are you done training, or are you about to get into training right after this?
I'm done training and I came to watch my boy Danny train with Coach Round.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's good to watch the pro boxers training and learn.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so good. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Nicholas. Well, thank you so much for the time. I hope you get your fight in March, and I wish you nothing but the best.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right, Nicholas. Take care.